Who's legend?
You're right, mate.
One message to the Blue Noses for
mate.
me.
Keep right on.
The Blues.
Come on.
Keep right on.
Keep right on. Hey, Ian. Keep right on, baby.
Fucking Blues.
Keep right on.
Come on, you Blue boys.
Keep right on.
Keep right on.
Whee! What's going on, Blue Noses? We're back with another podcast. I hope you're all okay. What a win it was against Wigan, and what a day out it was as well. It was absolutely superb. The atmosphere, the way we was playing, it was just superb. And joining me today is Ben from BlueTube.
Hello. How are we?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, good. Thanks for inviting us back. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than last time, which I've already said is down to me, mate. Always typical. There's something goes up in the air whenever I'm involved. But yeah, I think we've got a few bits to talk about today, haven't we? Start of the January transfer window.
Yeah. Sounds like that Newman's a done deal, doesn't he?
Yeah. People thought that he would have been announced on the Monday, but I have heard talks, Jay, that it might not necessarily be in this window. It might be held off a little bit until the summer. I suppose just to have him ready for when we go into the Championship. I think what teams he played for is it 96 Hanover. They want to keep him just until the end of this campaign and then send him on his way. But I'm not entirely too sure. There's a few rumours going around of a few more players, but I'm sure we'll get into it, won't we?
It was that Maloney as well, weren't there, that we was just on about as well, the American.
Yeah, the American, a central defensive midfielder. Also, I think he can play centre back as well. I mean, I don't know who he would come in for, to be honest. I look at that and I feel just my heart goes out to Leonard. Like, what on earth has he got to do to get in there? But what does it suggest? Are we going to part ways with him? The way that I see it, I can only imagine us bringing more in if someone's going to go out. But
yeah,
what do I know?
Going out, Ben?
Say that again, mate.
Can you see any players going out? Because I mean, you know what is like for like this time of the season is like the pre-transfer window, and then obviously you got the January transfer window. The rumours are all over the place, aren't they? And,
I wouldn't want to
get into it down. You're thinking, oh yeah, we're going to sign, or then you're like a bit disheartened thinking that so and so is going to go, and then. But I was reading some things about teams maybe getting 𝒃𝒂𝒏𝒆𝒄𝒉 interest.
No chance. Nah. No, I think there's so much potential, not just with them as players, but with the team as well, that I think from the players' perspective, they wouldn't want to go anywhere. So, there's a wonderful team spirit at the moment. We're heading in the right direction. I think it'd be foolish for both sides to part with players like that. And most of the team, really. If you had to push me to say, I know that a lot of people have been saying that Sanderson, I think his time's up, which I think the writing's on the wall there, to be honest. I don't think that he's got really too much to offer, and that's nothing against Sanderson. I think the centre backs that we've got, they're a cut above, aren't they? But I'll tell you someone who I'd love to keep a hold of, Ben Davies. I'd love us to sign him, you know. But I don't know if we look going in for this Newman fella, who I feel like it's not just going to be Sanderson that ends up walking out the door. You talk about this Leonard Maloney as well from midfield. From midfield, mate, I ain't got a clue. I wouldn't want to lose any of them. But if we are going to get another midfielder, I feel like the next one on the Pippin line's got to be someone like Leonard, which I'd hate to lose him. I don't feel like we've seen anything of him, to be honest with you. Yeah.
But, same again. He's I do like Leonard though, but mate, like even Scott Wright again when he came on. I mean, who was it? It was Burton, wasn't it? The Burton. He came on, he didn't
Yeah.
So like he couldn't really get involved. I mean, obviously you have to have the ball played to you to get involved, but like, mate, like apart from that game, like Wigan again, mate, what a player he's. Every time, what a player.
Well, it's just another bit of dynamism that we have in the flanks, isn't it? Like we have so many different types of players. You look at Keshi Anderson, Scott Wright, Yokoyama, they all have something a little bit different to offer, I think. But that's another player who I'm wondering what exactly is going to be done with. If you watch me and my dad speak on BlueTube, I'll tell you what, we go blue in the face talking about Yokoyama. We just want him to be given a chance. But there's something there that Chris Davis doesn't seem to trust, whether it's defensive duties and him tracking back, or something else. He's just not really getting into the team. So I wouldn't be entirely too surprised if he was looking to get out, to be honest with you, which I think would be awful. I'd love him to get a little bit more game time, but if you're not getting it, then you're not going to want to stay there, are you?
No. Well, we can only gauge off what we see on. We don't know what goes on in the week, do we? So you can kind of see it from both sides. But I mean, from what I've seen and the likes of what you've just said, I think he's a cracking player. Like the ball's glued to his feet, he's slippery. He's up, the opposition can't catch him, can they? Like, they don't even know which way he's going. Like, it reminds me of a young Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. I mean, I do totally understand where you're coming from there. The only thing is, and this isn't a criticism, but I would have loved it. Like if you're 3-0 up at Wigan, the result is at that stage, and you've got like 15 minutes left, 20 minutes left. The result really is in the bag. We were comfortable. Wigan had their few moments, but for the majority, I'd like to say, and I imagine Blues fans will agree with me on this, we were comfortable. Give Yokoyama 20 minutes. He brought him on with 90 seconds to go, and I was just a bit like, come on. What has he got to do at that stage just to get a little bit more of a cameo? See what he can do. And straight away, he got the ball, and it was flashed into the box immediately. And he ran right at the defenders, tried to challenge them. I mean, with Luke Harris, I think he was put on the left-hand side for... that was Blackpool, I think that was. And it just weren't working. And the thing is, people moan at Harris and say, it's not good enough, send him back. It ain't his fault, and the lad's fault. He's a central attacking midfielder. He's not supposed to be played on the flanks, is he? So I feel like he was set up to fail there a little bit when he was put out on the wings. But put players where they're supposed to be. I don't know. I ain't Chris Davis, am I? But...
No, it's just that exciting. Like the squad we got, mate. It's so exciting, and I think as the weeks, like, I believe, we all have different views and opinions, but I believe that I think it's going to get better. Like, well, I'm hoping so.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at the quality of the players that we're looking at. With this Phil Newman, I mean, I saw something on Twitter that was comparing them, in terms of their ball retention, their tackling, blocks, all of that sort of stuff, defensive stats. And he had Clara, Bielik, and right at the top was Newman, suggesting that Newman's going to be one of our best centre-backs if you're looking at statistics. So the players just keep getting better and better. And the guy, I saw one little clip of him as well. I mean, I remember when we had Iowa, and we saw the highlights reel from him, and all of our eyes were lit up thinking, oh my God, look at the player that we're going to get. So you can't really run away with it when you look at highlight reels of players. You got to rein it in a little bit. But he took the ball right from his defensive line all the way through to the opposition's box, and he laid it on the plate for one of their players for a goal. He's got some pace on him. And I think he can play it at right back as well. So it's not only the fact that we seem to be going in the right direction as a club in league position, but also in the players that we're managing to acquire as well. Because he's had interest from 2 other Bundesliga teams. But he wants to get out there. He wants to play in England. And it seems as though Birmingham's the place that he's going. So it's proper good times, isn't it?
He wants to play for blue and white, mate, because he thinks the Villa are shite. Well, we've got to get some comments, mate, because they're building up. I'm terrible at this one. I'm on my own. Stephen and all the other Blue Noses, cheers for supporting us and watching us. Just passionate Blue Noses. So we got Stephen or IJ. We need Huddersfield to do us a favour tonight. Yeah, 100%, mate. They got Wickham, haven't they, tonight?
Have they? They're playing Wickham tonight. Yeah, Wickham. I tell you what, I didn't expect that before we started the season. Wickham, the goals are just flying in for them. Yeah, they're doing really well.
Paul White, how you doing, mate? Susan.
Hi, Susan.
George, how you doing, mate? IJ and Ben, keep right on, mate.
Engelman.
Lee Burke, next month, my birthday, February 2nd, I'm 42. Happy birthday, mate, for 2nd of Feb.
How you doing, Lee? Not too bad, mate. Nice to hear from you, bud.
Thomas Sharkey, Pat. How you doing, son? You all right? George Yokoyama is an energetic, creative left winger down the final third. I think it's this that Chris Davis doesn't like. That then.
Yeah, it's just players that offer a little bit of flair. I mean, I'm not entirely too sure, to be honest with you, Jay, because what I can tell from Chris Davis, it seems like, to me, You know, he obviously enjoys possession-based football, but he enjoys a team that can get forward collectively, and maybe that's it. Maybe it's that Yokoyama just doesn't fit in with the mold of how the team play, and he is that flair, sort of, is that wild card. He doesn't fit into the mold. He does things a little bit different, and it's not uniform if you look at the team as a whole. And maybe that's where Chris Davis is going, look, I need everyone playing on the same radio frequency here. I can't have some wild card off and doing something, which is, I mean, I suppose you can understand it from that sort of perspective of keeping the team flush and uniform and well structured. But if you need to change up a game a little bit that's not going your way, you want those sorts of wild cards like Yokoyama, surely.
Yeah. Jerry, hi, Jay and Ben and chat. Keep right on.
Jerry.
Early start on Saturday. Yes, mate. And the wife's coming as well on Saturday. Date day. Malky, Scotty Wright will be the main man in the second half. Yeah, mate. He's one of my favourite players, mate. What a baller. Every time he comes on, he's got something to offer.
Electrifying pace.
He's
that for certain.
Brave, confident, knows what he's doing. He's just, absolute baller for me. And
well, it's interesting, you know, because I remember when we signed him and all the Rangers fans were like, oh, good riddance, he's awful, you don't know what you've done, this, that and the other. And I was chatting to this chap who came down, I can't remember what game it was now, it was early on in the season, Billy his name was, real nice kid, and he was a Rangers fan. And he said to me at the time, it was like, I have no idea what these Rangers fans are talking about, you know, because he really rated Scott Wright. And he was saying to me, it's like, look, listen, when you've got teams like Rangers and Celtic and the sort of football that they play, you know, Champions League, this, that, and the other, their expectations are on another planet and they expect the world of each and every player. So you've got to take what they say with a pinch of salt. And I think it's been proven. I mean, Scott Wright, I think he's been fantastic, don't you?
Yeah, mate. I've said it all season, mate. All season, and same as you. When I went to the Rangers Trevor Francis Memorial game, I got talking to a few Rangers fans and stuff. They were saying and they were saying, you know, he'll be a cracking player for you, and he scored against us, didn't he? Then,
yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, he got their goal, didn't he? But I'm well impressed with him. But I just want to touch on the Wigan game with you, mate, as well, because I wanted to hear like your thoughts on it. And also, as well, the fact that when I went there, like I didn't know the lineup till I had a couple of beers, and then I come out ready to go in the stadium, and then I noticed that Stano, he wasn't on the team bus either, and Bielik. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well, mate, because I was a bit.
The thing that really sort of weirded me out was having Gardner Hickman on one of the flanks and then Williamson on the other. I feel like so many people have been saying for so long now, you got to play Williamson down the middle. Having Taylor Gardner Hickman on the left, I was a little bit apprehensive about that. But a shout out for Taylor Gardner Hickman. He really is a proper utility player. I feel like he'll go and goal next. And someone else has said that, I think. I've got that from somewhere else. But it's like he's been all over the pitch, and every single time he's done a job. Yeah. It's decent performances. I was really impressed with it. I'd love it if we can get his signature, because he's another loan from Bristol, isn't he? I'm not entirely too sure what's behind that, though, whether we've got an option to buy him or not. But I'm so impressed with the way that he's been playing. Wherever you stick him, even on his worst, I think he gets like a 6 out of 10, and that's at his very worst. I think he's always been fairly solid for us. Ethan Laird was absolutely unreal. It was unplayable. He was involved in every single goal. He got 2 assists, obviously, and with Alfie May, if you put him in that number 9 position, it's been proven, hasn't it? He's going to get goals for you. Yeah. I think we had a little bit. There was a little bit of a worry, wasn't there, for the first 15 minutes where we were proper put under the cosh by Wigan, but we rode it out. Yeah, we weathered the storm, and we came out on the other side of it. Real decent performance, and off the back of the results before that, you know, you talk about your Blackpools and that, and the Stockport game. A little bit of perspective. We haven't lost a game throughout this whole Christmas period, and it was only 2 draws against decent teams. I don't think we were really too far off of being our great selves, and we bounced back with the biggest victory of the season so far. It's a proper decent performance.
Yeah, it was superb, mate, all round.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to give it to Chris Davis, mate. You know,
this is it.
Mate. He's got balls. He has, mate, changing the formation, and like you say, with Taylor Gardner Hickman, like playing him in different positions, utilising him in different areas on the pitch and that. And you got to give it to Davies, mate. You know, he's a rookie manager and he's got balls, mate. And fair play.
Well, I think it's more than just about him being ballsy with it. I think it's him showing, look, lads, I have confidence in you. He has confidence in his team. He trusts them. So you know that's.
Well, there's that aspect as well. But like, he has to make the change and the choice, doesn't he? Like,
yeah, because it all rests on him at the end of the day. But one thing that's I think is a little bit up in the air. I don't think he had a bad cameo when he came on, but what do you think about Lyndon Dykes? We want it to work, don't we? But it's just one of them. Is it working?
I want it to work. I want it to work. This is only my opinion. It doesn't mean anything, Blue Noses. You know, this is only my take on it. It's, you know, I mean, I'm positive, but I just don't see it with Dykes. I don't know why. I don't see it.
It's not. He's not fitting into the system that we have quite like we want him to, is he? And I feel like I don't think that we had that J deal wrapped up, did we, when we actually signed Dykes? I think at that very moment that we got his signature, it was like, look, we don't know where this Stansfield thing's going to lie. Let's get Dykes in. And then we did get Stano, and he's kind of been pushed right to the back. And every time he has made an appearance, he hasn't really lit the world up, has he? It's been a shame for him, I think. But
this is only our opinions as well, just for the ones that are watching. You know, like,
yeah, of course.
Opinions mean nothing. It's just, you know, it's our take on it. It's just a conversation. You know, we usually positive with Ben, but like, I just don't see it with Dykes. I don't know. It gives me Oliver Burke vibes, to be honest.
Oh, okay, I'll disagree. And that sort of level, blimey, give the guy some credit. Jeez, I hope he ain't watching this. But I see what you are saying though, and it is kind of one of those things. Like, you gotta remember the level that we're playing at the moment. We are in League One. You know, if you can't do it in this division, then
you know, I like him. But like, when I was at the Wigan game, you know, and he got off the coach, he kind of kept himself to himself. He had his hood up, head down, like he didn't look in the right frame of mind. You know what I mean?
Well, do you know what? Let's actually. I mean, not to say that it's
players like. I mean, that was but like seeing the players getting off the team coach and that, like, and you could kind of see, you know, he just kept himself to himself, head down, hood up. So
well, it hasn't really gone his way. He's probably not going to be feeling too great at the moment, anyway. Let's give him like a little bit of credit though. He hasn't had the most amount of opportunities in the world.
Strong on the ball.
I think he had a good cameo when he did come on in Wigan. You know, off the ball, I think he's got some good work as well. He gives them a little bit of hassle. It's just finding the net for him that I think's his issue.
I think with the Blues setup, ideally he should be getting goals, but I think he's better at getting the assists. Personally, from what I've saw of him, I think he's better at setting other players up.
Yeah.
You think that as well? Because there's been a couple of chances where like he's gone up for a couple of challenges and he's fell to a Blues player, like, and we've got goals from it. So from that,
I'm actually thinking about the amount of times that I see him going for a header or some aerial duels with people, and I can't remember many times where he's actually winning some of those battles. And he's probably the stockiest player that we've got. So no, I'm not entirely too sure really with Dykes.
Now I've got another question for you. Obviously, Bielik wasn't in the squad, and same again. I love Bielik. I like him. He's a Blues player. Wears the crest on his chest. But I think it worked better without Bielik in the team.
I think that we're jumping to conclusions a little bit early, saying things like that, to be honest with you, mate. I don't think anyone can have anything bad to say about Bielik at the moment. I think he's a solid player for us. I still certainly think that he's got his place. And I'm saying this not off the back of what you're saying, Jay, but from what I'm seeing on social media, like, people are already ready to jump
No, I'm not.
Bielik out with this promise of getting.
I want Bielik to stay. I like Bielik.
Yeah.
I just think that Wigan setup, like, it was really like with the Davies and Clara in the middle, it was like a brick wall, mate.
And I suppose it's more of a testament to the way that Clara and Davis play the game, rather than it is a detriment to Bielik's ability as a defender. We've just got a wonderful problem at the moment where we've got some really decent centre backs, and we've got some serious competition. It's a tough one. I certainly wouldn't say. Let's remember, Tony Mowbray decided to stick Bielik back in centre back when it wasn't working for central defensive midfielder, and it just so happens that it worked at the time. But I still think there's some dynamism with Bielik's play. He's played on, he's played right back, or at least on the right hand side for a few games as well. But
it weren't just Mowbray that played him. No,
it's stuck. Yeah, of course it's stuck. But what I'm saying is he used to be there, didn't he? That was his position that he used to play in, where he can play if you need him there. So there's some utility, there's some dynamism to the way that Bielik can play. And I just think against Wigan, perhaps that just wasn't the game for him. Do you know why he was out? Was it he had a bit of a knock, I heard? Was that right, or was he just left out of the squad?
I don't know, mate. Rumours and like different things. I heard he got taken out for arrest. I heard he got injured. You hear all sorts. I don't know the exact reason why. But yeah, I mean, just imagine how Davies feels, mate. Like you say, with the amount of players we got, like, what they can do, and you've got to pick your ideal starting 11, mate. I wouldn't be able to.
Well, do you know? I mentioned this on BlueTube. If you remember at the start of the season, the only thing that Blues fans would go on about was the goalkeeper, and everything else seemed to just slot in. I was like, we didn't really speak about anything else. It was just, is it Bailey Peacock Farrell? Should we give Ryan Allsop a go? This, that, and the other. I was coming in for the cup games. I don't know. And that was the only thing that we had to debate about. And now, all over the pitch, it seems as though we're like, do we put this player there? Do we put this player there? Who do we put in the attack, and where is Williamson better in the 10 or on the flanks, and all this, that, and the other? And it's like we've got all of these dilemmas for how we make our best concoction to attack the teams as best as we can and put out our strongest team. It's a great problem to have, but if you ask me to put up, I'm like this on every single video when my dad puts me on the spot, and I think he's the exact same. You ask me to give you a lineup on that best team, I'll be honest, Matt, I'd really struggle. I don't know.
Week out.
Yeah, it's just there's so many options.
I was on about this on Nick's stream last night because I watched Nick when I got back from work, and imagine this squad we got now playing against the squad we had last season, mate. They'd absolutely walk all over them, wouldn't they? They'd batter them.
Yeah, good point. I mean, it's I just remember because we had Paik last year, and he was nowhere near the player that he is this season. Now I know people would immediately be like, League One and that, but it's more than that. It's obviously a different manager coming in. It's a harmony in the team. It completely changes you as a footballer, and it's clear to see.
It's all down to the workplace that we all do when we go to work. If you've got the right people around you, you're going to perform better. You're going to learn more, and you're going to stand out and shine more. And with Paik and Keshi Anderson, those players part of that squad last season, and proofs in the pudding, mate. If you've got the right leader, the right manager, the right mindset of the team. If you watch the team chemistry with this squad, mate, they're all together, mate. Like every time a goal goes, there's a disruption or something going on the pitch, mate. They're all coming round, and now they're all in it together, mate. And it weren't like that last season, in my opinion. And if you've got the right team chemistry, you're gonna shine. And look how good Keshi Anderson's performed this season.
About to bring that up, yeah, you're spot on there. The player that he's turned into as well, it's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, that ball that Paik had played in, we didn't even look where he kicked it. Cracking ball.
Yeah.
Right people around you, you're going to perform better, and I think that's what he's going on this season. I think that's why I'm so excited, mate. I think as the weeks go on, I think we're top of the league now to stay, mate. I think.
You reckon? Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. But I think, we should also have some perspective as well, because if we're no, definitely not. But what I'm saying off the back of that is, and I said this to my dad as well. when we had those draws against Blackpool and Stockport, I think some fans really ran with that and thought, "Oh, this is changing." I mean, there were some of them. They were even calling for Chris Davis to sort it out, and maybe it's like, "Oh, he's too juvenile. He's too young. He doesn't know what he's doing. He hasn't got enough experience and all that." And I saw that. I thought, bloody hell, let's have some perspective here and calm down. I think we've got to respect where we are. It's not always going to be smooth sailing.
Yeah,
but
lose games, still going to lose games, but mate, you can't oust him out, mate. It's a project, like
yeah.
The definition of a project, and that's not to belittle someone.
Yeah,
it's something that's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, but it's worth the wait because. Mate, honestly, this is a different Blues, mate. I can't wait. Honestly. Yeah, and I'm more excited for the old generation of Blues fans more so than anything because they're the ones that, that we have to keep it going, pass it on to the next generations, So
yeah, they get to grow up with it.
Yeah, like I feel that we owe it to the older generation of Blue Noses, and this is why I'm so passionate doing these podcasts, mate, because it's just exciting, and like I look up to my dad and stuff, and like seeing his face, the way the team is now, and
yeah, man,
your dad, mate, it's fantastic. It's brilliant. I genuinely believe that we're on the start of something big. It's our time, mate. I think.
Love the positivity, mate. I like it.
Mate,
I think you're spot on and all.
Definitely, mate. The fans was brill. Sorry, mate, I've got loads of comments to go through as well.
Let's get through some.
You can read some out as well if you want, mate.
Yes, sounds. So from Engelman, no wing play, no crosses in from the flanks. In the pass from the back crack, where directives for one-touch crosses and cutting into play through the middle may be preferred. Yeah, keep right on.
Sharkey, Taylor Hickman and Ravi's need the Prem with money saved on Newman coming in summer.
Yeah, I'll definitely snap them up now. We can. I don't know if we will get Davis though. There's something that just suggests to me that maybe we're not going to keep hold of him. Bringing in players like Newman, I don't think he'll be as simple as we'll just swap out Sanderson for him. But I could be wrong, of course. Who knows?
Joe, Wigan had some good chances in the beginning. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, first 15 minutes. I think I saw your comment before, Jerry, speaking about it took us about 15 minutes to really start the game. Yeah, big difference I noticed with Laird. Was he wasn't smiling and dancing and trying to interact with the crowd. Yeah, absolutely. He looked like he meant business, and the performance matched that. Yeah. Laird was a completely different player. We saw some electrifying pace from him, and he played with no fear. Laird, he played with absolutely no fear. Drived at the opposition, and it paid off for him. Yeah, it was unplayable. One of the best performances from a Blues player I've seen so far this season. That was,
if not the.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, honestly, I'd go as far as to say that. Yeah,
mate, I really would, mate. I mean, I'm one of them. Credit where credit's due, mate. And I'll, if Blues lose, I'll get a bit pissed off. But I'll kind of let it go and look forward to the next week. But I don't dwell on the past too much. I look forward to the next game. I always try and think, right, okay, that didn't go to plan. We've got to, look forward to the next week. But mate, judging off that game alone, mate, you can't not say that it's probably one of the best performances because he was defending superb. That was on point. He was confident, bringing the ball forward. The balls he was putting in, mate, was fantastic. As well. I mean, mate, he was just brilliant. And I think it was the second goal as well. And I think it was Pike who played that ball. And the Wigan player was just about to get to it, wasn't he? But he jumped up and nodded it on with his head.
He's got a leap on him, and the way that his first touch, the way that he can pluck him out from the air, that's something that I think Laird's got above a lot of the other players, actually, that I've noticed. He's done that quite a few times, and he does it effortlessly.
He does.
Yeah, no, he's a decent player, Laird, on his day.
Yeah, he really is, mate.
Yeah, both Bielik and Stano had knocks against Wigan. How you doing, Blue Shadow? Nice to see you.
How you doing? Yes, all right to the show. Keep right on. We got German lad, then 3.3 million.
Yeah, around that, isn't it? Yeah, I heard 4 million, 4.1 or something like that, but it's in that remit. Nice to hear from you, Lee Harvey. Hope you're well, mate.
All the League One fans are going to be on it again.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Brilliant. But it makes me laugh though, because I went to the Wigan game, right? Mate, these idiots that are like slating Blues on social media, mate, they don't get it because the stadium weren't even half full. And if they turned up,
yeah.
I'm not singling out Wigan, I'm just using them as an example, but like if you was to turn up in your numbers, your money goes to the club and creates that revenue, i.e. better players and better stuff around the stadium. It all helps.
Who knows what's going on behind the scenes with some of these teams? So we know what it's like, don't we?
The revenue, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so, no, I completely get your point. Yeah,
I'm on about the irony of the fact that they're slating Blues, but we're selling out every week. Home and away.
They're going to do it though, mate, aren't they? I mean, it comes with jealousy, but it just goes. If they're the ones who have all the money on their side, they're not going to moan about it, are they? Of course, they're going to spend it. They're going to get the players. Of course, you are. It's just the way that it goes, where the cookie crumbles, and I feel like we deserve it. We've been through enough, haven't we, Jay?
Yeah, man, definitely, mate. Where I get a chance to catch live, keep it up, Jay. Oh, cheers, Chris, mate. Thank you, mate.
How you doing, Chris? You all right, bud?
Engelman Blue Nose could be the difference in Ethan Laird, be from a changing directives from Chris Davies. I hope this is true.
Yeah, totally agree. If he keeps up performances like that, he'll be on for Player of the Season. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. But when it's so tight for competition, though, and you've got some real decent players, there's got to be some tough choices to be made there, surely.
Yeah. Have you seen the talk regarding Harry Darling of Swansea City? If this is correct, he was brilliant against West Brom the other day. He's ever present this season there.
Well, we're in for him as well, are we? In for everyone, aren't we?
Go on, Ben. Go on, son. Ange at Spurs seems lost without Chris Davies' class, but finding his own identity and learning got to bear with. Yeah, 100%, mate.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, definitely. Wonder how valued he was at Spurs. I mean, yeah, they're not having the best times at the moment, are they? You never know. I mean, who's he worked with? Chris Davies. He worked with Brendan Rodgers as well, didn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, ain't so much that as well. It's the teams he's been with, the big boys. He's been with Celtic, Tottenham,
Liverpool. Yeah. Yeah. Running the training sessions. Yeah, he's certainly got something about him, Chris Davies. He'll go right to the top, he will.
Yeah. I've got to say as well, Stu, I'm loving the picture as well, mate. It goes well with the people slating us spending money. I love it, mate. I've seen now's his moan if we win, lose or draw. Nothing changes there. There's always something the moaners gripe about these days. Chris Davies saying B. Lichtenstein had a knock was just a different way of saying he was resting them, in my opinion.
Yeah, could be, potentially.
Sooner we get at this league, the better. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's nice, though, isn't it, to have a little bit of a change of pace. I feel like we needed this, I do. I think we needed to go down, have a complete reset. Because in the Championship, it was just tired constantly. The culture needed a change at the club. And I think people really might disagree with me on that for saying that, But
I know. You're entitled to your opinion, mate. It's just, I agree. But, I think it's more of, the vibe as well. And, with the fans and stuff, yourself, you get to St Andrews now. It's a pleasure,
yeah.
Anyway, I mean, obviously,
I know what you're saying, mate. No, it weren't before. Last time it weren't. It was a horrible time going down there. It was dreadful. You used to actually dread it. Of course, you'd go. You support your team, but it's totally changed. Completely changed.
You can tell when you look around. It's just class. It's class, isn't it? She said this about Ange as well. Lost Chris Davies and I look at the place. I think we've got a gem. Can sometimes with Chris Davies inexperience at some in the game management, but all learning new group.
Yeah, and you gotta understand, Chris Davies is gonna make a ton of mistakes. It's his very first time in management. He's got so much more to learn, but you give him a little bit more experience. See him in a few years. If this is what he's like now, think about him when he's just got that bit more of experience and actually managing a football team. I think he'll turn out to be a class bloke in charge. I do. Give him a little bit more time.
What I'm going to do, mate, is I'm going to get the highlights up a sec. That's all right. You can just go over it quick, because, mate, it was superb, weren't he? Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, I've got you.
Yeah. Just going to. Hang on, I'll just skip it a little bit.
Yeah, that first 15 minutes under the cosh a bit. Ryan Allsop's really come on, you know, for me.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah. I think he's cemented himself, like, without any doubt, as the #1 spot. I know people were talking about, should we look for a keeper in January? I don't think we need to now. I'm confident with him, I am.
Watching that back then. That winger, though, mate, on the left for them, though, he was a player, weren't he?
Yeah, and that, what's his name? Asgard for him. He scored against us in the reverse fixture.
Yeah, he's the one with the long hair who has the bobble, isn't he?
Looks like the Viking.
Yeah. At that point, as well, I was laughing, saw the blue, and I was like, shoot! Because it was a water.
Still think we need some work on our set pieces, though. Just on
Yeah.
our corners a little bit. Not quite there yet.
Yeah. Here we go. She's the first one, isn't he? Yeah, he'll cross it in now. Goes for the keeper, knocks it out, bang. I mean, he's in the right place every time, isn't he, Alfie May?
Yeah, and the monkey bars there look as well. Look.
Did you see what Blues put on Facebook about him swinging off the pole? How do you describe this celebration?
Yeah. He's a great character, Alfie May. I love him. I do.
He's wine merchant as well. He's, you know.
Proper, yeah. If you see him like chasing down, closing down, and screaming in defenders' faces and that, I love it. I do.
Yeah, mate.
Need someone like that. I can see him getting like players' player or something at the end of the season. The way that he is, seems like a real good bloke to have in the dressing room.
I just want to get that second goal be led because it was.
See the way he takes it down there and away from the
What's his
fullback.
ball now? Bang. First touch. What a goal, mate. The whole
everything. It was brilliant. If you go back to when Paik played that ball, I don't know if it shows it, but I've seen it on Twitter. Paik actually tells Laird to get on his bike and start making a run way before he gets the ball. I don't know if you'll see it in time. It might not show it, but I did see it on Twitter. Yeah, I watch Paik. He's telling him, look, he's telling him, move. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, pass and a half, that was.
Cracking ball. Cracking goal.
Look at the way end bouncing in it.
Mate, what a team, man. What a team. It's it's the start of something, mate.
Absolutely.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought this time last year that we'd have the team that we have now, especially with the quality of players that we've got. I tell you, like, the one thing for me about going down that I was devastated about was I really thought if we stayed up in the Championship, then we would have got Jay back. And I thought going down to League One, it's done now. We ain't going to get a player like that again. And getting a decent striker nowadays, it's like gold dust, isn't it? Especially look at Blues over the years. It's been real tricky to try and get one who's actually reliable consistently in front of goal. But then, honestly, mate, it was like the Aguero moment of, transfer deadline days with that video from Tom Wagner coming out and then he just pans to the side. It's just brilliant. Proper cinema, that was.
It was. Mate, passion again, though, innit? Like, mate, look at the owners, mate. I mean, what owner, right, turns round and pretty much tells the whole footballing world, fuck you?
That's funny, that is. Yeah. Right. Well, what owner ends up going to a pre-season friendly away at Shrewsbury?
I know. And
buying a load of beers for the fans and that.
That was when I met him, mate.
How was it?
Mate, mate, just a genuine guy. He just, makes time for everybody. But like, he just loves being by the Blue Noses. He looked like he's got money. He could sit like anywhere he wants, mate, but he chooses to sit in a normal seat amongst the Blues fans.
Yeah, he's a top bloke, man.
What a bloke.
He, I mean, this is really going off topic, I suppose. But I know that he was actually in talks with another Premier League club who had like a restaurant or something, and he was going to do business with them, and then he decided that that weren't for them. But then he thought more about, oh, actually, a football team, there might be some options here, and that's what started the whole Birmingham thing. But I wonder what that Premier League team was. I think it was London based. I think it might have been like a Crystal Palace or something. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea, but I do wonder like how it all started and where it really originated from, or how Craig even found him and got in touch with him. Be an interesting thing to find out one day.
How are you doing for time, mate? You okay? Because I'm going to turn the phones on.
I'm sound, mate. Yeah, absolutely fine. You can crack on.
Quality, mate. Right, okay. We're going to turn the phones on then, Blue Noses. I'll see you in a sec, Ben.
Sound.
My answer was, it's not the league you're in, it's the club that you are. That's different. The club that you are defines you. The ambition of that club defines you.
Growing excitement, there's a growing feeling of this club is finally on the move.
Hello, and welcome to the Blues football phone-in. For the Blue Noses, keep right on.
Whee!
That's great, that is. I like that.
You like it?
Yeah, that's good, that.
Oh, the phone's ringing already. George?
Hey, Jay. Great to talk to you again, man.
And you, mate, how you doing, son?
I'm okay. I'm really excited about, the last match, our win.
Oh, mate, brilliant, weren't he?
Yeah, but I think what he's done, I think there's been a change in the directive or the management of Ǩristavis.
Yeah.
Because they just don't do that. For 1.5 seasons before this game, he always used to mess with the ball a bit and then end up passing it back.
Yeah,
or when he tried to get it in there, it was blocked by a defender.
Yeah.
He had a completely different game, as we all know now, and he was man of the match. And he was brilliant. And he also brought in Yokohama to the death with Djukovic,
yes,
if you remember.
Yes.
So I think what he's done, I think he's actually developed the play further now to bring in crosses in.
Yeah.
From the flanks. Not necessarily change everything he's been doing, because what he preferred to do was cut in, both wingers cutting in and playing up through the middle. And it was all this pass back or passing to somebody.
Yeah.
But before what's it left? Can't get his name now off the top of my head. We loaned out.
Tyler Roberts.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Roberts. His last game before us, if you look at it on the replay, on the highlights, he's standing in front of Davies, trying to get Ethan Laird, trying to get a pass off him. Yeah. And also Cochrane did it as well. Cochrane ignored him as well. And it was after that he went and seen Ǩristavis and got a move. Yeah. Alone out. So beforehand, Ǩristavis play with his, play from the back crack, and it's got to be passing short, sharp passes to each other, which is fine. This is his first job in management. Yeah. But I think he's developing it now, and I think it's going to be great for us.
Yeah. I'm just going to double check that everybody can hear me and you talking, George. So just get in the comments and just let us know. And also as well, if you can hear Ben talking. So do you want to say hello to George, Ben?
How you doing, George? You all right, mate?
I'm all right, Dan. I love your channel, mate. You're great. It's great stuff, you know what I mean? Everybody's channel is brilliant.
Oh, nice one, mate. I really appreciate hearing that. Thank you very much.
It's all right, man. Ben, your channel with your dad is perfect, man. Love it.
Oh, brilliant. Nice one. Really appreciate hearing that, George. You enjoy the game against Wigan then, did you?
Yeah, I loved it. It was great stuff. I mean, just to see Laird putting them crosses in, that made my day.
Probably one of the better performances of the season, I think.
I was always moaning about it beforehand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to see him do that, he's going to be a busting winger down there now. Down that was it the right flank, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, that's all I wanted to say, Jay, anyway, you and Ben.
Yeah, it's.
I'll get off because I'll let everybody else go.
That's all right, mate. You're okay, mate. It's it's just superb, and George at the minute.
I'm really happy now.
What a game that was against Wigan, mate. It was. I think that was definitely.
There's something's changed, and I think definitely something's changed.
Yeah.
And fair play to Chris. I mean, his first 6 months with us, he's got us up. We're on the top of the league. I mean, even if we can moan about him not having enough crosses, he's still a first.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's probably our best signing of the league anyway.
Yeah, it's I think so as well, mate. That Davis has been the best signing.
Oh, he's great centre half.
He's passionate as well, though, mate. I mean, you watch him on the sideline, mate. He ain't manages to sit back in the dugout and that, mate. He's on the sideline bollocking him and stuff, and he's proper on it. And when they score, mate, you watch him.
Yeah,
he's running up and down the sideline.
That's what we want, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, mate, definitely, mate.
Well, one thing that I love about Chris Davis, something that we haven't really seen before. At the end of the games, when he goes over to the away fans, all the home fans, he does that cheering thing. Wee. I love that idea. It's a small thing, really minor, but I think it really does go the distance in just bridging a gap between, and making a unity between fans and players alike. It's really important.
It's making time for it's making time for the fans, mate, as well. Because I mean, last season again, I'm only going to touch on it quickly because we passed that now. But the likes of Rooney, when we had him, no interaction, nothing. No, but you know what I mean. Though? This is the difference.
Ain't working though, is it? Is it for Rooney? It's a really good point.
Yeah.
Go
on, George. Go on, son. Have you saw the new one for Thor?
No.
He came from Iceland.
No, I don't think I've heard it now.
Oh, mate, you're joking, ain't you? Oh, mate, it's brilliant. It's he came from Iceland to play in blue and white. He hates the Villa. He thinks they're fucking shite. He's fucking massive. He's scoring games for fun. His name is Williamson.
That's good. Yeah, that's actually really good.
I hope they sing that, mate, on Saturday.
Oh, great stuff.
That's good. I like that.
I'm going to move back to Birmingham,
Yeah.
Oh, but you never know. They might get some flats in the new with the new ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch.
Go on, George.
All right, man.
Do you want to get your predictions in for the game on Saturday against Lincoln?
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. That is. I'm going on that 2-1 because I don't take the piss out of Lincoln, man. Because there is a good side. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'll do it to us though, because we can bust them on the this play from the back crack. We can take control of it and keep control. But they can do it as well. They can counter, and they will counter us a little bit. But I think it'll be a 2-1. It'll be tight, and I think it's going to be a brilliant game.
Yeah.
The 2-1 to us anyway.
Go on, George. Fair play, mate.
Yeah. So
good to speak to you again, mate, as well.
Yeah, nice meeting you, George. Thanks for your kind words.
No trouble, Ken. Ben, sorry. I'll see you both out there and have a good one.
Take care of yourself, mate. See you later.
Full of blues.
Fair play. Yeah, you look a little bit like Nick, mate.
I was going to say, yeah. We hadn't too bad calling me 32 the other week, so don't forget about that, mate.
I love you, mate. You know I love you, mate. Jerry Smith, I'm sure the Mariners are Vile fans in disguise. Yeah, definitely, mate.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Definitely, Ben. First 15 minutes was like, what the fuck? Colin.
Hello.
How you doing, mate? Happy New Year.
How you doing, Colin?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm absolutely delighted.
Good stuff, Colin, mate. It's fantastic, isn't it, mate?
We didn't even lose one game over the Christmas period.
I know. Still undefeated. I'm just checking if you can hear Ben as well, mate.
I can.
Yeah.
How are you, Colin?
I'm alright, Ben. I watched your show the other day for the first time ever.
Oh, nice one, mate. I appreciate. I hope you enjoyed it. Waffling on.
Yeah. I did, mate. It was good.
Nice one. Thanks for that, mate. I appreciate that.
It was really good. I'm going to watch it every week now.
Oh, nice one. Really appreciate it. It's just a little bit of waffle, but it's all things blues.
That's it, mate.
Mm.
What did you think of the Wigan game, mate?
The Wigan game?
Yeah.
I didn't go. You know, don't go, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Did you get a chance to watch it, though, or
yeah,
the highlights? Or
watched it on Blues TV, mate.
Yeah. What you reckon, Colin?
Great. As everybody said, Laird was fantastic.
He was, weren't he?
But the main man for me was Clara.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute rock at the back.
He's like a brick wall, isn't he?
I really want to keep this Davis.
And me.
Yeah.
Ben said that as well.
And they're after this American lad, and I am from Germany.
Maloney.
Yeah. Leonard Maloney, yeah.
What's your takes on the transfer window, Colin? Think we're going to see some more players come in and even players go?
Yeah, well, Sanders going to go, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think Leonard might go.
You reckon?
Well,
yeah.
I hope not. Can see why you say that, though, Colin.
No. I do.
I don't want him to go, but if we get this midfielder in, I think Leonard will be on his bike.
I can see why you're saying that, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want him to go.
Yeah.
No. But if you get this American guy in who plays like in central midfield, you could put like Pike or not Pike, Water and the number 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, yeah.
But I'll pick Laird every time.
And me.
Not just because it's Saturday. I always rated the guy.
Yeah, and me.
And I've been to 2 games this season. One was against Rangers, and when we was in the George afterwards, it's saying, "Who's that black fella?" Yeah. I said, "That's because I'm not even there." What a player he looks at the Rangers fans are saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a friendly, but he's absolutely fantastic that day.
And Scotty Wright as well, mate.
Oh, Scott Wright, I love him. You know, him and Williams are my favourite players.
Go on, Colin.
But I like Nathan Lane now. I like all the players.
Yeah, we've got a great team, haven't we? I don't think there's one player that you can really point out at the moment and say that they are absolutely dreadful for us. I think it's about the click as well. Harmony in the team spirit. I don't think it's been this good in, how long would you say, Jay? A couple of years? A real long time? I can't remember a time where it was this good.
Yeah, at least.
Well, 13, 14 years I've been waiting for this to happen.
Yeah. Long overdue, ain't it, Colin?
I mean,
since the cup final. We got ready to go to that region after that cup final.
Leo.
McLeish joined Villa, didn't I? Remember?
Yeah. Lee Harvey's just put a comment on as well. He's put, unreal, the owners. Can't thank them enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
That's the club Tom Wagner was on about, Derby County.
They were going to buy Derby County, but pulled out. That's where all the Wayne Rooney started. Ah, right, okay.
Oh, no way. Interesting.
Yeah, I think so. I think Lee Burke just put that on.
Jerry.
Someone just put it on.
Jerry did.
That's really interesting, that is. Yeah, if that was true. Imagine how different things could have been. God, imagine if we still had the old owners now. It's not worth thinking about, is it? Not worth thinking about.
Don't go down there, man.
National Conference, painters and decorators will happen.
Yeah. I'll be down.
I got you a new subscriber, by the way.
Oh, cheers, mate. Cheers, Colin, mate.
Yeah, I told this lad, like, I listened to you and watch you. And he said, what channel? I said, Boy in Blue. And he's got you subscribed.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you.
And he's got the notification bell on. But I think he's a bit shy to phone in, but eventually he will.
Good. Yeah, mate. You ain't got to be shy. I mean, we get nervous doing this just as much as you get nervous ringing in. It's just a general, just talking about the boys in royal blue, and there's nothing better, is there, mate? So, I'll get me guests on. I got the privilege of talking to Ben as well, and you guys when you're ringing, it's brilliant, mate. I love it.
Have you two seen Newman play? Have you seen him? I've watched some old lines of him.
To be honest, I haven't.
I've seen some clips. He seems electric.
He's fast. Really fast. Oh, well, apparently we're going to sign him, but he's not going to play until next season.
I've heard that as well. Yeah, and I think that's to do with 96 Hanover, where he's come from. I think, if rumours to be believed, they want to keep hold of him for the rest of the campaign. But I suppose we'll have to just wait and see. But talking about his pace, though, he seems fearless, doesn't he, Carl? The way that he runs at players for a centre half, so unreal.
I have to watch some of these videos. I just ain't had a chance. I've just been working and sleeping, to be honest, and playing dad at the minute. I ain't had time to. Read anything, so I need to catch up on stuff, really. But yeah, be interested to see if we get him now.
I just watched YouTube, mate. Just watch him on YouTube. It's a German club. I know it was.
Yeah,
watch him on there, and I've been watching this American from. Oh, I can't remember
this yank. Go on, Colin. Super nice.
This American, anyway.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of clips of him. I don't know. I wanted us to sign that photo on Peterborough.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Well, apparently he was going to go in for him, but he's got injured, got an hamstring injury. So we're not going to risk buying him, are we?
Nah. We need Huddersfield to do us a favour tonight, don't we? They got Wickham, ain't they, Colin?
Yeah, well, I think we'll be 10 points ahead in the March.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
Well, you probably make some more to say with us, but 10 points ahead of third place will definitely be.
How do you feel about the game on Saturday against Lincoln?
I think we'll win, no doubt about it. 2-0, but I don't think there's going to be much of a crowd down there on Saturday, Jay.
What, both sets of fans or just Blues or them or?
Blues. I don't think they sell that many tickets for it. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of tickets the other day.
Same again. I ain't had a chance to look. I'm going down, Colin. It'd be good if you had a chance to come down and meet me and Gemma. And have a couple of beers.
One week, I've got I've got a season ticket.
Yeah.
And I'll give that to my nephew's brother.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely come down one time before the end of the season, and I'll meet you.
Yeah, man, definitely, mate.
That's the arrangement. I'll have I haven't got a clue, but I'll meet you outside the Blues shop at 2 o'clock or something.
Definitely, mate. Well, I did say as well, like, if I can get to 3,000 subscribers, I said I was going to hire out a room to celebrate and invite everybody there. It'd be like a blues theme party, like just turn up in your blues tops and that, and we'll just get pissed.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. That would be.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do.
That would be great. That would be.
That's down to you lot to get me there. So, yeah,
we'll get you there, mate. We'll get you there.
Yeah.
And down at the Mackie Down, I reckon, second old thousands that can.
Yeah. Have you got anything you want to ask Ben or anything, Colin?
How many points do you reckon we'll win the league?
Blimey. I always say that's assuming that we are going to win the division. I always want to make sure that we stay on the right side of karma and we ain't assuming too much. But I do think we'll breach 100 points. If we keep going the way that we have with the start of the season, even in our times where we're looking a little bit ropey, I still think that there's a solid foundation there with our team. So, yeah. I do think, if I'm being just completely honest, I do think we'll win the title, and I think we'll be over 100 points. I think Chris Davis is absolutely excellent, and he's proved that with his man management so far this season. Although I do wish that he would see the value in the wild card Yokoyama. Outside of that, the man management and the harmony that he's managed to create with the team that we've got has been superb. I think that takes a lot of work, and there's a lot more credit to be had for that, considering where we've come from. You know, from getting relegated last year, we were in the pits, weren't we? I think everyone behind the scenes, pulling in the players that we've managed to sign, selling the project to them. There's such a feel-good factor down there. Yeah, I think we'll get over 100 points. Whether it's going to be record-breaking or not, I couldn't possibly say. But no, I think it's going to be a really good year for us this year. Touch wood.
And next home league game is against Exeter.
Yeah.
Then it's the big two away. Then Wrexham and Huddersfield.
Oh yeah. Wrexham. That'll be a good game. That'll be a good clash. The Hollywood clash, isn't it?
The Hollywood clash. I wonder whether Beckham will go again.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Because he loves the Blues, doesn't he, Beckham?
Yeah, he's a blue nose, really.
Mate, everybody loves us, mate. You know what? You know what's class about this YouTube thing? It tells you, like, it tells me on all my stats and stuff where you all from, like, roughly, mate. There's blue noses all over the world that watch this. It's fantastic.
Australia for us pops off, you know.
Even the oppositions that have played against Villa, mate, they're all buying blue stuff. Everybody.
Yeah. But a few weeks ago, there was those Juventus fans, weren't they, going to the Blues shop and that, buying loads of scarves and that.
Everybody, royal blue, mate.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get off. I know some other people want to get on your show.
Cheers for ringing in, Colin, mate.
Yeah, really nice to hear from you, mate.
Yes, mate. I'm always ringing.
Cheers, Colin, mate.
Of the week, speaking to somebody.
Cheers, Colin.
That's lovely.
Sit down by myself all day and all night. You know, listen to me, mate.
We love you, Colin, mate.
Yeah, it's really nice to hear from you, bud. It's good to have a chat.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep right on.
Keep right on, mate.
Keep right on, matey. Take care.
Bye, mate.
See you later, Colin, mate.
Thank you. Bye.
Keep right on.
Bye. It's wonderful. This is what you've got here. I've said it before. The community that you've managed to create, mate. You should be really proud of yourself.
Yeah, but it's all of us, mate. You know, I mean, I know I talk on it, but it's all of us, mate. You know, obviously the Blue Noses, we're all one, mate. And this
You've been too humble now.
No, mate. That's genuine. I get people on like yourselves and that because I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Blues channels don't do it, you know, because I want to interact with as many of you as possible, like, you know, because we're all, and like I say, we're all one and that, and it's just brilliant hearing different views and stuff and different opinions, and it's just a nice conversation to have. You know what I mean?
100%. Absolutely.
And the people that ring in, it's fantastic. You know, it's I just love it, mate. It's just brilliant. There's nothing better than talking about Blues in your own time. It's
yeah.
Oh, phone. Hello.
All right, Jay.
Hello. You all right?
You all right, Jay? It's Sharky.
How you doing, Sharky, mate?
Yeah, sound you good, Ben? Yeah.
Yeah, nice one, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've got a question for you, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
go on.
Right, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒄 Trophy final. Who do you want? Right, providing we get there. Right, the shit or Wrexham? What's the bigger final?
Go on, Jay. You can go first, mate.
The shit.
You reckon? Even though it's the under-21s. See, that for me just what waters it down.
Oh yeah, fucking hell yeah. Wrexham.
Yeah, it's got to be Wrexham because I've seen people talk. Yeah, like I've seen people talk about this before. If we do get under 20 Villa under 21s, it's like a lose-lose there. It really is. I know that people might be like, "What are you talking about?" So if we win that, yeah, we've beaten Villa.
Yeah,
but it's their under 21s, and that's the only thing I was saying. It's like, well done, you've won the Tim Pot Trophy against an under 21s team that managed to get to the final. And if we lose, it's curtains, man. We'll never hear the end of it. That'll be it then. Wrexham, though, be a decent clash. It'll be a good game against the top side. You know, I just said it a minute ago, didn't I? The Hollywood fiction that get Ryan Reynolds out there. We can give him pelters about Deadpool.
Yeah.
And, it'll be a good day out. But that's just my opinion. People might disagree with me on that.
Go on, Sharky, son. Go on, mate.
Yeah. No, well, do you know what, though? I'm unsure on it because I bet the Metropolitan and the WMP, they'd absolutely love it if it were Blues Wrexham. Because imagine Blues versus this shit, the WMP getting drafted down.
Yeah.
Because I reckon that would be probably one of the biggest fixtures at Wembley's for like an actual under 21s team, just because of how deep rooted rivalry is.
Yeah.
And that, but I wouldn't mind Disney FC and stick them back in their box again.
Disney FC, I like that, Sharky. That's fine.
Sharky's on fire.
I'm up for it today, boys.
He's on fire, man.
I know. I've had 2 cup of teas and I'm up for it.
Mate, correct me if I'm wrong, mate. Is this the first time you're ringing in as well?
Yeah, well, I've tried to
mate.
ring in a couple of times, but
mate.
obviously, you've either been on calls or I've just been busy.
Yeah.
And
superb. I'll save your number now, mate, so I know when you're ringing.
Yeah,
mate.
Yeah, because I haven't seen you down in 39 recently, and that's
Yeah, I'm in the Tilton now, mate. I'm right behind the goal. Steve's brought me a ticket for the season. Like, you know, I couldn't turn it down. He's done that out of love, mate. And yeah, I mean, I can't thank him enough, like, because I haven't got a season ticket, have I? So he said I love what you do on YouTube and that. And he's I mean, I can't
That's
thank
lovely,
him.
that is.
that's class, that is.
I know, mate.
But if I was you, though, I'd probably ring up the ticket office as soon as possible and say, can you put me on a waiting list for the tickets next year? Because I have a feeling like after renewal, they'll probably only release about another like 1,500 tickets. And that, so I'd probably just stick your name down on it, say like I want a first refusal to be like, you know, ticket holder.
Yeah, I mean, I can't thank him enough. You know, I love Steve to bits, like. But yeah, I mean, I do have a wander over there though, and stuff like either before the game or like during half time. I'll have a walk over and stuff.
Yeah, well,
so
you
I'll still go
try
over
and
there.
come out in like the little area where I am with the boys and that, and then I'll come back on the vlog for you and stuff.
Yeah, man, definitely, mate. It's now I'm chuffed you found him now, mate. It's good to hear from you. But
yeah, man, quality. Good question as well.
Yeah. How are you feeling about Blues like this season and like the relegation and everything else? Because I mean, we haven't like spoke on the phone before, so you know, I'd love to hear your take on this season so far, like. And
if I'm honest, going back to last season, and like obviously go back, like say last season, you know, you're full of optimism and whatever, and then I thought we're up to 6. Obviously, sacked you since Rooney comes in, and what a calamity that was. And then obviously the problems that we had after with Tony, bless his soul and stuff, you know, and I'm glad he's on the mend, looking to get back into work. And then obviously I think we left Matt Venus in, you know, a few games too long, and then Rowett, you know, his negative tactics against Rotherham, which I think was what sent us down really. In that game, you know, the Rotherham Huddersfield games, because they should have been 6. They were 6 pointers for us to take. So, and I was glad we went down in a way.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, it's not the hindsight, but I got to the point when I think it was Matt Venus was in, when Mowbray went ill, and I went, you know, every dog has their day. Cats have 9 lives. We've had 10 of them, I think.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And you know what? But I was reading something the other day, but apparently, if we'd stayed up in the Championship, you know, in the financial fair play, we only would have had about 3 or 4 million to actually spend.
Yeah.
So
we needed to go down, mate. Hands down.
Yeah. But I mean, we've got a season of rebuilding. Now, I'm obviously saying if, because I'm not tempting fate or that. But say if we win the league and we win the Virtue Motors Trophy, we've got a team bedded in together, 12 months, been winning. And I can see us going like rocket to the championship. Like, we're not going to hang about.
Yeah. So,
you know.
I'm just laughing at a comment here from Al. He went, even Villa fans want to be Blues fans.
Yeah. Mate, they do. They wish they were us, mate. Well, our
Yeah,
fans
man.
don't even live in Birmingham.
Yeah, mate, the city's blue, mate. Royal blue.
Yeah, most of them from Litchfield.
We all know this, mate. Every team that they've played against the Villa, mate, they're buying Blues stuff. Bumping our revenue up and flying the blue and white flag, son.
The Nice fans, they come in the roost, didn't they, beforehand? And they were singing Kiss on the Villa and all that. So, it's just, but I think that shows the levels because we're like a giant around, like, you know, just because of like the name Zulu. I think that's what it is. There's like the heritage of it, and other clubs are like, want to be with the boys and that. So, yeah. Tell you what, though, I mean, what a fantastic time to be a Blues fan. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me, absolutely. Yeah, it's good at the moment, Sharky.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had like obviously my season ticket for years and years, and then like you think, you know, Brady, Sullivan, and goal when they were in, and I was only a nipper then. I think I probably when they went out, I think I was probably about 12. I think when they sold it to the hairdresser. But yeah, like, I mean, you know, I thought, we're decent then, like, we're in the Premier League, we were stable and all that. And then obviously they made their book on us. But, and then obviously I went downhill from there. And it's just like, why do I do it to myself? But then my dad just reminds me of that, like, well, you know, I said it with the Kumar days and they were glorified supermarkets.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, I mean, it's just a whirlwind experience of being a Blues fan, but we're finally on the up, and
it's unbelievable. It is.
Well, I mean, obviously, normally I go in the George Pream, but I mean, I go in the fan zone sometimes in the Cop car park. Like, first time I really done that was the Wrexham home game back in September, and I was there like, what the hell? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've never experienced that down in the Blues, and then. The new fan park that's opened as well next to the George behind it. I went in there on the opening day and I was there like, all right, the prices are a bit, you know what I mean? But I was there like flipping it, like, you know, I just won't think it, and it's just like this feel good factor vibe.
Yeah, it is, mate. Like, you can feel the vibe though, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can feel it. Like, I can't explain it.
Well, there's a buzz about the place now, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is.
The city is bouncing. I mean, like in previous years, right, when you're walking around town or what have you, or that at the bull ring, would you normally see people in like Blues tops on like non-match days?
No,
it wouldn't happen.
No, but I'm
that's true.
Serious, but tell me now, like, say you go to bull ring later on, guarantee you'll see a couple of people just wearing their tops, like cutting about and that. You know,
the love's back for it, mate. The pride's back for the team again. There's a soul and spirit back in the club, which has been missing for so long. I think there's still some remnants of it though, like almost like a PTSD for Birmingham City of the way that it once was. You know, like if people are jumping down the throat of Chris Davis and the team, if you get like 2 draws and that, I don't feel like that's necessarily a result like because of the scores and because of the performance. I think it's just like people still remembering the way that times was, and it's still like a culture shock of getting used to how things have changed. I think it's still going to take a little bit of time for Blues fans to go, bloody hell, yeah, we are a different side now, but you can see it, can't you?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, I see it. We go up. I genuinely think, right, we're going to blow a bit more money this January because it gives us 6 months to bed people into this new team and that. And then in the summer, I think there'll be lack of activity, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Right. But like minimal and that. And then I can just see it kicking on, and we'll like. And look, if we don't do a back to back like Ipswich, it doesn't bother me. But say if we get like a 10th or an 8th or something like that, or just miss the playoffs. It's like, right, we are in the right direction here, and it's kick on for the next season.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
I mean, we've got, you know, I mean, I'd even hazard a guess, right, to say as well, amongst championship teams as well, I'd say we've probably got like the biggest sponsors as well amongst championship teams. Like,
I'd love to see how we'd get on, you know, in the championship. That's a question that I'm just dying to get answered, you know. because obviously our team's changed so much. Everything's changed so much over the last, I mean, even the last couple of months. You know, since we've been in this division, we're going in one direction. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how we fare up now in the Championship and just being able to compare of times gone by to what we have now.
But this is what I said. Like, you know, in the cup draw, I wanted like a Spurs or a Villa, right? Like Spurs away, Villa at home, or something. You know, like, just get something big going. But you know, in the next round, I wouldn't mind having a team like Leeds or Burnley or something, like, you know, a top Championship team.
Yeah.
Whether they come to our place and we make it hostile as we do, or we go to theirs, but then that gives us a really good indication of how do our players step up against these sort of bigger name, like, you know, higher up Championship teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a good test for them, won't it, to see what we can do.
But I mean, look, pre-season, I mean, Rangers and West Brom. I mean, we did West Brom, didn't we? And they played pretty much the first team back then. And then Rangers, we done 2-1 as well, which I didn't expect. But you know,
even the Fulham game, mate. Don't forget about the Fulham game as well. I know that we lost that game, but we were the better side there. They're just more clinical. And of course, Jay ended up scoring, and we've got Jay now.
Yeah, exactly. And Jay knows how to do it in the Championship. I mean, what do you do? What was it? Was it 12 goals last season? And like a team that couldn't even string a pass together.
Yeah, exactly.
True,
you know, I mean, obviously, there's still a couple of people we've got in this team from last season, but you know, I mean, as you were saying earlier, Ben,
we're all like that though, Sharky.
Yeah, but I mean, like as we were saying, like Ben was saying earlier, I mean, you got Peck, who was there last season. He's come on leaps and bounds this year, and he'll look like this crazy next season. You know, I mean, Sanderson, he's out the door basically, and I've got, you know, I think he should have gone in the summer personally. You know, but I mean, look, I mean, the team we're built now, we're like levels above it. Do you know what I mean? Like the standard that, you know, we've been used to, the standards elevated and much higher.
Massively, mate. Massively. Massive.
Well, I mean,
imagine this squad playing this squad last season. They'd batter them.
I wouldn't even want to think of the scoreline.
No, they'd hammer them.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be like the Fulham under-21s game. I do, like cricket.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there. Something else that I've just thought of though. If you look at our players and the style of play and how they like to play, they're made more for Championship and higher sort of football rather than League One, where you're getting battered all over the shop, and they'll be much more suited for it. So I think that puts us in good stead with this squad going into the Championship. I think we might just be pleasantly surprised. Not that I want to jinx it or anything, but I think we'll fare quite well in the Championship at present.
I think that's where the quality is at, because I mean, you look at it. I mean, we're signing people from the Bundesliga. I think 4 was in Europa Conference League. Was he? They just got in, or something like that, and dropped down to us. You know, I think, you know, I mean, the quality of players that we're now getting because of the project, you know, and obviously old Brady and that ship in the front of it. But
crazy.
So, but I'm also looking forward to teams actually attacking us and how we control the game, in-game management. Because, you know, you're going to play against a team like Preston, for instance, and they're going to try and come at us, but they're going to be surprised when we're firing everything at them and getting that ball down and controlling it and playing around them. And teams like, as I was saying, Preston, they're like a bogey team for us. You know, I don't think they're going to know what's hit them.
Yeah. And Water as well from Celtic, wasn't he playing like Champions League football at one stage with them? It's madness, and it's crazy that we've been able to pull in these sorts of players.
Dropping down leagues to play for Blues in League One, it's just unreal, isn't it, mate?
And seeing Clara putting challenges against Musiala and Harry Kane and stuff.
Madness, mate.
But I mean, what a coup that was.
I know, but I mean, look at the goals he scored so far, though. I mean, that goal against Bolton.
Right foot out the box.
Right. What a rocket.
Yeah, but, right. Seriously, though, like, I mean, last season, how many times would you say, why the hell do we not take a shot from outside of the box? And now, it's like every time we got the ball on the 18-yard box, shoot! Like, and then, like, you can see Davis, like, nah, don't shoot, lads, just play it out wide and get the ball in the box. I have to laugh at the Wigan game. You went to Wigan, didn't you? No, I didn't, mate. I completely forgot to get my ticket. Like, swag.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, no, I had a right thing on that.
But there's a couple of times where like there was some of our players on the edge of the box and like, mate, the whole, I think it was the whole 4,500 blue now. Like, shoot! You know, it was fantastic. Like, just the atmosphere was brilliant, mate. Like the whole day, he was just fantastic.
I know. I watched it on the telly. I was in an armchair for the day. I was well good. I weren't there, but like I whacked the surround sound up on the telly, like you know, and I was hearing all chants and that, and I'm in the living room just absolutely having it. Forgot the window were open. People were walking on there, like the blues.
That's class. I love that.
You going on Saturday?
Yes, mate. I am doing.
So, mate, we'll come and see you, mate. The wife's coming as well.
All right, so I'll probably be around about. You
met Jem at Wrexham, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I thought you did.
Yeah, I was pretty hammered that game, to be honest. But
I think we all was, mate.
Yeah. Well, mate, I got obviously, you know, the press and the hype around it and that. Yeah. There's a video of me like in the background of like I think it's like Joe UK or something like that. They do like outlets. It was something like like Blues and Wrexham, and you just see me in the background of the video like stumbling into the ground with like Ben and all that. Like we got the cans in the end, we're all stumbling.
Go on, Sharky.
Yeah, gotta be done at it.
Up the block 39, mate.
Yes, up the 39.
Up the 39, son.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be good to see you, mate, on Saturday. And yeah, we'll have to meet up. We'll have to try and organise a thing where we can meet or something.
Yeah,
Cool, Sharky.
Or I'll give you a bow.
Yeah, man, definitely, mate. 100%.
Yeah. All right, I'll come off to let someone else on anyway, but take care, guys, and keep right on.
Nice one, mate. Thanks for the call. It's been a decent call.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
No worries.
Keep right on, mate.
Yeah,
take care, matey. See you later.
Right. Bye.
It's all right, mate.
Yeah, Jack, I'm just going to nip to the loo for real quick. That all right, yeah?
Yeah, Sam, because you can hold the fort in a minute when you come back, so I want to get a drink.
Yeah, Sam, mate, no worries. 2 tips.
You all right for time, are you?
Yeah, I'm Sam, mate. Yeah, I'm absolutely good for time.
Sam, mate. Yeah. So Ben's just gone to get a... Here she is, Blue Shadow.
Yeah, you're all right, lads. How you doing?
Ben's just popped away for a sec. You going Saturday, ain't you?
Yeah,
you're sitting by us, ain't you?
Yeah, sitting by you. It's gonna be a mad one.
That's gonna be a mad one. Go on, Blue Shadow. It's gonna be a mad one.
Yeah, well, obviously it's for my birthday, and it's well, my birthday ain't till like the 16th, but yeah, can't wait to be honest with you.
Happy birthday!
So, yeah,
birthday drinks.
Yeah, celebrating style. Why not?
Yeah, definitely. You all right though?
Yeah, you know, just plodding along as usual. I've got a poem for Emu, but I'll read that out on another show because obviously I know he's not on the shout box. And that's really just to say thank you for what he's done. And yeah, I've just been like, you know, doing normal stuff as you do as a person.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How's little Blue?
Little Blue's all right. She's not too bad. She keeps going, "Oh, mummy, like, when are we going down the Blues next?" I said, "You'll be down Saturday." So she's like, "Are we gonna see Nick and Jay and all them?" I was like, "Yeah, you're bound to. We'll bump into them somewhere. You know how it is." So yeah. And then I was like, "You'll get to see Mrs. Blue again," and she was like, "Oh, I love Mrs. Blue." She went absolutely crazy. So you know, but yeah, like I just put on the shout box a minute ago, like, you know, being a part of this great family, you know, Birmingham as a whole, you know, being a Blue Nose, it means home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Home is where the heart is. You know what I mean? So, hi, Ben, you're all right. You're back.
Hello. Yeah, nice to hear from you finally. How are you getting on? You okay?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you, mate. Just want to say a good. I'm going to do a shout out to you and your dad because, yeah, both are great. Love
Really
listening to you. Like I say, everyone has their different take on, you know, being a Blue Nose and whatever. But definitely, if people ain't watched you and your dad, they should go and watch you both. Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, nice one. Really appreciate that. It's what it's all about, isn't it? Like Jay's been saying, the community.
Yeah, it's just what we're all one, like.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's cracking, isn't it?
We all should be clubbing more, and the more that we interact in that, like, and the hype around blues as well. It's just a really good time, isn't it? Like
just about to say that club's only going in one direction, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the only way is I hate that broken. You know what I mean? It's the only thing I can say.
The only song I've been singing was when I was at work yesterday. Was when I found out that we was going to sign some more players, and then obviously we've had all that abuse about spending 30 million at the start of the season. So I was just going around work like yesterday, going, "Dirty cash, I want you, dirty."
That's a beautiful voice, that is, Jeff.
Money talks.
I can just see, like, like Wagner standing there, and it'll be like, different players coming in for a certain price, you know what I mean? And if we outdo the Stano transfer fee, can you just imagine it'd be like, fuck you, But, yeah, really, like, Blues is in my heart, mate. Like, fucking hell, I love them. I love the fans. Our fans are different, mate. Different to any fans in the world. I don't care.
Did you watch that video with me and Nick when we got interviewed?
Yeah, you look like little larges. Like, what
I had to laugh because my hat on that when I done my own video, but like my hat, like I brought this Blues up from the Blue shop, Ben.
Yeah.
Like, the video goes on, it starts off like normal, and then like the longer the video goes on, the hat stays the same, but it gets longer. I look like a garden.
What was this on?
The garden gnome.
I look like a garden gnome, and just Nick looks like all like snuggled and like cozied up.
What was this for? Was it an interview for what? Sorry.
It was another Blues content creator who doesn't do YouTube, he does TikTok. It's called NS Blues. And,
I have to check that out. That sounds funny.
Me and Nick get interviewed on the Wigan game, but it's hilarious because my hat's like a garden gnome, and Nick's like all like snuggled up, like freezing, like it's just so funny.
That's brilliant.
But yeah, when you and Nick are together and you interview, like, you know what I mean, it is like a comedy pair, because like you do like in technical terms bounce off each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not a great duo, has to be said. Yeah,
he's funny, isn't he?
And this is what the YouTube thing's done as well for you. It's brought you two together. I mean, you didn't know each other before this, did you?
No.
But you couldn't really tell. You you pair really, really click. You and Nick.
Yeah, it makes me laugh. I don't realise how funny he is. Like he, to himself, he probably doesn't realise how funny he is, but like he's so funny. Yeah, just
naturally funny. Yeah.
I love him to bits. Like I absolutely love him to bits. He's class.
Well, that's what you really need these days, like the one-liners that you don't think in your head are funny, but it just automatically comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to laugh at that video though. Just the way my hat was getting up bigger and bigger. It was a bit like that Happy Gilmore, when his hand gets bigger throughout the film. You ever watched Happy Gilmore with?
Yeah.
He loses his hand from the alligator.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, look, his hand gets bigger throughout the Have you saw that, Ben? Happy Gilmore?
Years ago, mate. So I can't say that I get the reference, but
right. Yeah, it's similar to that. Like,
if
you saw it, but yeah. What did you think about the Wigan game then, Blue Shadow?
Wigan game, I absolutely loved. Listening to it, and then I was watching the highlights afterwards. And the thing that got me through like everything was the goal, the first goal that Alfie scored, and then like his interview afterwards. When they said, well, why did you dance with the post of all things to dance with, you know what I mean, or swing round? And the only thing that come into my head straight away was, like, I think you said it, like, when he first signed for us, and you said he looks like a porn star. Do you remember? And I was thinking, bloody hell, in his old life, he definitely, like, probably swing around through some post. But yeah, he said he was like, the player he was on him all game, and he said, like, obviously he scored and he was going to go and dance with him, and he thought, no. you know, give it a swing round the post and go and celebrate with the best fans in the world. And there you have it. You know what I mean? Loud, proud. Yeah, I just love like the whole sequence of events. You know, the start to finish. And like I say, Laird was a different beast. You know what I mean? Like he was on it, down the wing and everything. And you know, I read about like how people was like, oh, I'm glad Stano weren't in the team. Like we wouldn't have scored goals, blah blah blah. And that kind of sort of energy, like we don't want at the Blues. You know what I mean? Like yes, okay, he's out injured, but when he's in the team, he scores goals. And I mean, like we have a debate, you know, about May and Stano being on the pitch together.
Yeah.
Now, although it's probably still not working, but they're both scoring goals. They're both a part of a team, and you know they're both part of not just a team as a whole of individuals, but they're a part of something that's going somewhere. And Blues fans that moan constantly really like they do my fucking head in, because I'm there and I'm going, I shouldn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But because it annoys me and I'm going, what is your problem with that player? You know what I mean? And we're all welcome to an opinion because it's freedom of speech, you know what I mean? But when you're constantly like going at a player for no reason whatsoever, oh shit, like, you know, he shouldn't be in the team if May's playing or vice versa. And I mean, like, obviously they're bound to see it on social media, the hate they get. So I think it just puts more pressure on the player, you know what I mean? And if he's seeing that, he's like, oh, like, I don't know how my game's going to go today. Am I going to underachieve? Am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? It's going to put more pressure, not just on him as a player, but on a team, because if he plays like really badly, then the fans are going to moan at him. You know what I mean? And then the players are going to be happy with him, and it's just going to cause tensions. And we don't need like tensions in a team that's doing really well.
Yeah, that's the last thing we want at a time like this. You know,
yeah, well said, Blue Shadow.
Even like the things with Chris Davis as well, like the other week, and that about him going and like fucking hell.
But I think the percentage. I think I brought it up on Nick's show, and I was like, "Have you seen the percentage of like getting him out?" And he was like, "Getting who out?" And I was like, "The manager." I was like, "It's disgusting, mate." Like,
it's got to be Villa fans, surely.
I don't even know these days. It's like
gotta be.
whether it's jealousy, whether it's something else, I don't know. But yeah, like I say, it just feels like, you know, different fans are never happy. Like we win, we're top of the league. They've got something to moan about. We draw, you know, we were compacted as a team. We done all right. They still fucking moan about it. And then obviously if we lose, well, that's just you know, a different kettle of fish, or you know what I mean. That's like having Sharky back on the finger, you know what I mean, and be like going at you. And like, I've never met the guy, but he sounds awesome. So big shout out to him too.
Yeah, he's yeah, he's funny, man.
But yeah, I mean, I like Yoko, like, and like I made up my own little tune about him, so I'm going to do it now. And it goes, his legs are magic and fold you in two. Oh, he's a joker, he is a blue. His feet, his skills will outdo you. Yeah, that's our Yoko, he loves the Blues.
I love that, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, sing that loud and proud, and maybe I'll actually play him.
Yeah, I'll help you because I'm sitting by you.
You'd be like, what are the words? Come on. But yeah, like I say, onwards and upwards, and yeah, like we're top of the league. You know what I mean? I'm loving it. How like it's kind of like it's like being in a 2-horse race. You know what I mean? Like Wrexham,
yeah,
whatever, they've gone, mate.
How do they keep winning?
Sorry. I really don't know, but yeah, they tend to score like the 1-0s and that, and I can't really see Wrexham, you know, not even switching. You know what I mean? I think it is between us and Wickham. So yeah, like I say, I want us to win the league. But I do love the chase. You know what I mean? Just to see like how many times we switch it up. But we need, like I say, we do need Huddersfield to win, you know, tonight. So if you're listening, make sure
highly
you
doubt
win
it,
tonight.
Imagine that, the Huddersfield and fucking Wigan manager. Oh, the boy in blue,
It'd be like, have you heard this podcast? Like, you got blue noses, you know, bigging up the Huddersfield.
Who's this weirdy beardy guy here? Oh dear.
Well, lads, I've got to go anyway. Like, you know, I've got shopping and whatever else to do. And
get your predictions in then for Saturday against Lincoln.
You know what? I'm going to go a nice tight 3-0 again.
Nice tight.
Nice.
No. I got away with words, but
nice tight 3-0, man. Go on, Blue Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, if, like I say, if Stano's back, I reckon he'll get a goal. If May's playing, love to see him get a goal, and you know, maybe a third goal by the Wizard. You know what I mean? So yeah, the fucking Blues, mate.
That's right.
We're going places.
Nice on Blue Shadow.
Shit on that side of the, you know, place, mate.
Louder.
So, shit on the villa tonight, hey!
Class.
Cause you're alone. Oh, shy. Shit on. Shit on the villa tonight. Hey!
Don't hear me sing, mate. I am 𝒃𝒐𝒏𝒆 worthy, I tell you. It's really nice speaking to you as well, Blue Shadow. I see all your nice comments and that, and how you're interacting here, because I watch Jay and Nick's channel all the time, and I see you down in the comment section. So yeah, it's good to finally actually have a bit of a conversation with you.
Yeah. Like I say, that's how it all started for me. Really, it was kind of. I just came in. I just like seen these two people. I was like, let's start chatting, and then.
Yeah.
You know, before I know it, I'm on the phone. I don't shut up.
That's lovely, man. It's nice. It's really, really nice.
And then, like I say, yeah, I mean, they've done a lot for me. Yeah, they've done a lot for me. They told us to ring in. I rang in, you know, and I started building up my confidence. You know, and they made me moderator. They made me admin of, like, one of the pages. You know, I'm interacting with Blue Noses. So yeah, and now Little Blue's getting a name for herself as well, and she loves it. Absolutely
That's
loves
really
it.
sweet. Love to hear it. Top stuff, that is.
Yeah. Well, before I go, as Wagner will always say, fuck them all and keep right on.
Yes.
FEA, keep right on, Blue Shadow.
Yeah. I'll catch you down again Saturday. All right.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, Blue Shadow. Nice chatting.
Keep right on.
Keep right on.
See you, lads. Bye. Bye.
Classing it,
lovely,
mate.
that is, mate. Yeah, proper decent. Nah, I love it. I do.
Nah, mate, I'm happy you come on as well. Last minute, mate.
Honestly, mate, thanks for giving us a text and just obviously can't be every time, but whenever I can, I'll jump on, mate. Yeah, 100%.
Hello, Jay. It's me, Lee Burke.
How you doing, Lee, mate? That's the
How you doing, Lee, mate? Nice to hear from you.
I haven't spoke to you for ages.
I know, mate. You all right?
I'm fine, yeah. Looking forward to Saturday. I think we're going to win.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Against Lincoln. 4-1.
I like my 4-1s, I do.
Yeah, you've said them a few times, haven't you? Yeah, I've noticed.
Go on, Lee.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Wigan game, mate?
It was a brilliant game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
of the best performances of the year, wasn't it, Lee?
Alfie May. He had a real good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other players stand out for you, mate?
And Pike.
Pike was fantastic, weren't he?
Yeah, I hope you don't go. I hope you don't go in the transfer window. I hope you don't go.
Nah, surely not.
So I hope you don't go.
Have you heard anything about him going, Lee?
Yeah. I heard on Nick's channel yesterday. Nick's channel, chatting Blues yesterday.
Okay. Hopefully it's just rumours. and
Yeah,
nothing.
it will be, surely.
Yeah,
No.
I hope so. So, but yeah, it's the buzz around Blues, mate. At the minute, it's just fantastic, isn't it?
This is, yeah.
And what about the Albion, mate? Because I know that your first team's obviously Albion.
Oh, Albion got Bournemouth. We've got Bournemouth.
Bournemouth are doing quite well as well, aren't they? They got them in the FA Cup.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I think they might knock us out their Premiership.
Yeah, Bournemouth are smashing it in the Premier League. It's quite surprising, but that'll be a tough test. It'll be a good test for West Brom. That will. How are West Brom getting on in the Championship?
They're 6.
Not bad.
6 in the league. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Your second team's Blues, isn't it, Lee?
You play. I'm going next Saturday. We got Stoke. Stoke at home next Saturday.
Yeah. Stoke have just got a new manager, in, haven't they? Well, not long. Had a new manager. Oh, they've got Mark Robbins, have they? The old Coventry boss.
Used to manage Coventry.
Yeah, good manager as well. I couldn't believe it when Coventry sacked him. Not to go on about other teams too much, but that was a wild one, wasn't it?
Yeah. That'll be an interesting game. That will.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I got to rush off now. I'm going out somewhere.
Okay, Lee.
I've got a lot of rush off. I'll speak to you.
Lee, it's an absolute pleasure again, mate.
Have a good weekend.
And you, mate.
And you, mate. And you.
Bye.
Keep
Take
right
care of
on.
yourself, bud.
Fair play, Lee.
Nice one, Lee. Good hearing from you, mate.
I think I've let the comments build up as well. If you don't rate Stano, then you have no clue about football. He's unreal.
Yeah.
Big Al, love Stano, but a lot from penalties. May, number 9, end of. Keep right on. Go on, Al. Yeah, mental health will be at some point this month, mate.
Yeah, and that's good that you do that. The mental health one, I've noticed that a few times. Yeah, that's really good.
Every month, mate. I'll do one. Second team, Jay and Nick.
Wee.
3 top team, Ben and his bro.
Ben and his bro. Ah, you cheeky little sod. I know exactly what he's referring to there. Nice one, Kenneth. Love it. Love the banter.
I've always said May, number 9, and Stano, number 10. Thor, Williamson messes with this. But the idea that Stansfield can adapt to the in behind number 10 spot is stupid. Keep right on.
Yeah. Still so much debate about these attacking positions. People sticking Stano on the flank or Williamson on the flank, having May drop to a 10 or a 9. May is a number 9. I don't think it worked against Wrexham, didn't it? But that's the only time that it's worked. Other than that, it really hasn't gone our way. I mean, he's good at pulling players out of position, May is. But when he can goal score the way that he can, you want him to stick there, don't you?
Yeah. 100%, mate. Big Al, do we reckon Ben Davies ain't available to buy?
Well, this is a good question. I don't have this confirmed, but I'm sure we've got him on a loan to buy. Do we? I'm sure we have, but
I hope so.
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's probably worth me finding that out. Actually, I might have to look into that.
Yeah, I might have a little look after this.
Unless anyone knows in the comments, let us know.
Just congrats to Lee H, son. You must be so proud to see him play someday. Bang on. Yoka song, Blue Shadow. Oh, yeah. Some of these are quite way back. Wigan v Huddersfield tonight. Yes, Paul. We need him to do us a favour, mate. Huddersfield.
Love that picture as well, Paul.
Yes.
That's great, that is. I don't think it's Blues related, but I like it, whatever it is. Little wizard.
Jeez, give us up the Blues. Want to draw Huddersfield on their way up. Yes, we need a draw.
Yeah, good point.
You've come a long way, Blue Shadow. We all love you. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, nice one, Lee Harvey.
Thank you, Blue. Pike Sungo is going nowhere.
Absolutely right. He's staying here.
Fingers crossed. Used to be a good player, Mark Robb in his day.
Yeah, top manager.
Class player, Engelman. Stano inside, right. Trevor Francis style. But yeah, I mean, how are you feeling then of the game on Saturday, Ben?
Yeah, I think that we've got a real good chance. I'd love it if we could get an FA Cup run. Do you know what I want, Jay? I really want us to get past the Imps and get a Premier League clash. I mean, any of the top six or even Villa. I think just to give ourselves a little bit of a test, it would be really, really nice just to see how we fare up against the top Premier League side. I'd love it to be a home clash as well, because there's no chance me or my old man are going to be able to get any of the away tickets. It's just ain't going to happen for us. We don't have any of the what is it, like the points or however you call it. We just don't have enough. So yeah, if we can get through Lincoln, hopefully, which can go either way. I am confident, but you got to give respect to other teams in League One. It ain't just going to be a cakewalk, you know. I mean, we've lost a few times, haven't we? So, if you want me to give you a score prediction, mate, I reckon we'll do it 1-0. Don't think there'll be much in the game at all, but I think we'll be able to keep them out. We've had a few clean sheets now. What is it, like 6 games we've had like 1 goal conceded or something ridiculous like that? Might be butchering that, but it's somewhere around that remit. I think we'll be able to keep them quiet. We've got them at home. The odds are in our favour, and I reckon that Stano will start and he'll get a goal for us. And yeah, hopefully, if we do get through, we get a Premier League clash. If we do go through, mate, I'm really jumping ahead here. But who'd you like to get if we got through to the next round?
Championship side, like Sharky said.
Yeah.
To give
you
us
want a Premier League team?
Maybe the round after.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
We're going to get through, aren't we?
Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see.
Imagine.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah. We can dream, can't we?
Yeah, we can dream, but who knows, mate?
What's your score prediction anyway? I don't think you've been asked yet, have you?
Blues at home. I'm going to go for a 2-0.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to go for a 2-0, mate.
Solid.
I think they can do it after that Wigan game, mate.
Give us your goal scorers as well.
Alfie May and 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒆𝒄.
Nice. Little thunderbolt, from 20 yards or something. Nice. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. But yeah, Ben, thank you so much for coming on, mate. I've really enjoyed
it. A pleasure as always. You know that. Thanks for asking us.
Everybody that's been supporting us as well, if you can go ahead and give Ben and his dad Neil a follow as well on BlueTube. Same again, passionate Blue Noses, great relationship, father and son, and something that I can relate to and something I love. And yeah, just thank you for supporting me as well. Passionate Blue Nose, and yeah, we just love it, don't we, mate?
Yeah, thank you for the kind words there, man. And looking at all these comments, it's proper overwhelming, really. Everyone's been so lovely. Yeah, thank you so much to all of you. And it was really nice to chat to so many of you on the phone. And first time that I've done that, actually. Yeah, and it was really, really nice. Yeah, I'm more than happy to come back whenever you need us, mate. So just, or Neil, you know, my old man, just give one of us a shout, and I'm sure we'll be able to come on.
But yes, Blue Noses, keep right on. Thanks for supporting us. And if you're new, please subscribe, because I had a look the other day and it says that 60% of you aren't subscribed, and it's completely free. So please subscribe, support us, and keep right on. And we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, see you later. Take care, both. See you in a bit.